Blonde moments, I have had a few.
Carly's the queen.
I am, yes. And I'm a smart girl. I went to college. I'm not that dumb, but sometimes the things that come out of my mouth, I'm like, oh.
If you heard some of the stuff that she says or the way she thinks, you would think she's a complete idiot. And you're not. And you're not. You are a smart girl.
I'm just blonde, and sometimes I have to own that.
Yeah.
So here are some of my biggest blonde moments of all time.
Mm-hmm.
One time we were talking to a lady, and she said that her husband worked as a carpenter. I said to her, knees hurt a lot. I bet he has really bad knees. Yeah. She looks at me very perplexed, and she's like, no, not really. And I said, well, from laying all that carpet, that's why I asked. And she's like, no, a carpenter doesn't lay carpet. You had to actually spell it out to be like, Carly, a carpenter doesn't lay carpet.
That was a good moment.
For years, I thought
that
that's what a carpenter did. And you were like, Carly, Jesus was a carpenter. He didn't lay carpet.
You think his knees were sore?
I'm like, oh, yeah, okay. We had a coworker that she kept saying, I used to work in floral. I used to work in floral. And then she would comment about flowers all the time.
Yeah.
Like, this plant requires a lot of water or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, how do you know so much about plants? And she said, because I told you I used to be in floral. Yeah. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this whole time I thought you were in flooring.
Floral meant you're on the floor.
Or like
working with floors.
Floors.
Maybe hardwood.
Yeah,
or
exactly.
Carpet or
laminate.
A lot of stuff with the floors with you with the blonde moment.
I know.
The carpenter is the carpet layer.
Exactly.
And the floral, maybe they come in before the carpenter to lay down the boards. And
yes, exactly. You're following me.
Wow.
My very favorite blonde moment of all time.
Oh, it beats those two, huh?
Oh, yes, because this happened with my boss and in front of several coworkers.
Okay.
I was asked to use some words to describe myself, and I used the word charismatic.
Seems like a good word.
It does seem like a good word.
Yeah.
My boss said to me, that's an interesting word to describe yourself, Carly. What do you think charismatic means? And I said, it means you care about people a lot.
Well, that's sweet.
He's like, no. The word charismatic means you light up a room. People are very attracted to your infectious personality.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, well, no, then I guess I'm not charismatic. I just care about people a
Your
lot.
definition should be the way it is because that makes more sense.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
We need to
Thank you.
talk to somebody.
High five. I know what I'm talking about.